Hey, what's going on, guys? My name's Chopper. Today, we're going to be talking about Mob of the Dead, and more specifically, we're going to be talking about why these zombies' eyes are red. We're going to be talking about the sort of creepy and disturbing backstory behind this, because there actually is a story behind why they're red. You know, the answer that we were all satisfied with, that the community kind of brought up, is because it's not being controlled by Richtofen or Maxis or any of those sort of zombie characters, but it's being controlled by, you know, the devil or Lucifer or some other being. And that's what we just left it at that. But a subscriber of mine contacted me on Twitter and sent me a link, and he told me to watch this, and so I checked it out. And in the DLC trailer for Mob of the Dead, the one with Jason Blundell right here, you guys remember this one? It came out a long time ago. Well, there's a flash, like an image flashes really quick, like less than a fourth of a second across the screen, and you will absolutely miss it unless you actually take the video, slow it down, and go frame by frame. And I'm gonna go ahead and put the picture up on screen right here. This is cell 14D. This is going to be a big part of the backstory. We're going to go to it in a second. I just want to let you guys take a look at this cell. I'm actually probably going to get creeped out talking about this. It's kind of late at night, and I'm probably going to freak myself out about this. So, cell 14D is a real cell in Alcatraz, and this one is for the worst of the worst criminals, like the absolute bad boys of Alcatraz. And what happened with this one? People, you know, like Al Capone and other like huge criminals were put into this one, but I don't know if this happened in Al Capone's instance. But when a criminal was thrown in there, this was the actual report, because I did some research. Shortly after he was put in, he was heard screaming, like screaming at the top of his lungs, and he screamed for straight 7 hours. Can you imagine that? He was screaming that there was someone in there with him with red eyes, and it was just staring at him, and he kept screaming. He kept that on for 7 hours. And he kept saying that there was another person there, another person or something else in there with red eyes. And when they finally went in to check on him, he was on the ground and he was dead. And he had red hand marks around his neck and all sorts of like cuts around his face and things like that. And he was just really beat up. And you know, the forensics team came in and they ruled out that this could not have been a self-harm thing, because when you're in the cell, there's nothing to harm yourself with. And true scientific fact, it is very hard to actually kill yourself by your own hands. It is physically impossible to bite your own pinky off, because your brain will stop you, because it knows that you're doing it to yourself. I mean, someone else can really bite your pinky off, because like I think it's only as strong as a carrot or something like that, but you cannot physically bite your own pinky off, because your brain will stop you. And in this instance, there was no way he could have killed himself, because the damage was far too severe for it to be just from himself. So he was, and countless other prisoners yelled that there was something else with red eyes in their cell with them. And then similar stories, when they opened the door, they were found dead with the marks around their neck. So who could the being with red eyes in 14D be? Could it be the voice that we hear in Mob of the Dead, the master voice that yells out all the time? I don't know. What do you guys think about this? When I actually read up on this, it actually kind of freaked me out a little bit. I was a little bit creeped out to make this video. Like I said, it's late at night, and I powered through it though. So if you guys did enjoy this, make sure you do leave a like and subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. Thank you all for watching, and hopefully I'll see you guys on a little bit less of a creepy video.